Well, hello there, Casue here again, and today we are gonna be reacting to, as you can see, Fall 2024 anime in a nutshell by Gigguk. Finally, a Eureka, I guess. I'm quite a bit late for this hype train, but let's get right into it, shall we? I mean, this is great. I love all of the series that came out. I mean, a lot of them. I watched most of them for the few first episodes, except a few like this one, which I had planned. That one, the Acro Trip. I don't watch the Exorcist, but the rest I think I've seen. Oh yeah, this one I didn't watch, this one I skipped, this one is quite fun, this one I skipped. Oh man, I skipped a lot. Okay, good. Oh, frame lock! I'm here too! A PNG. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Now that we're getting closer to the end of the year, in my opinion so far, 2024 hasn't quite reached the caliber of previous years yet. Not that
Yeah, I gotta agree to that.
it's been a bad year for anime by any means, but the last few years
I mean, those
felt
shows
like full-on
were
juggernaut
great,
years
but
of anime, but fall 2024 could be about to change all that. We've got
yeah, it's true, because this season is really packed with quite a few really good shows.
massive new shows, massive returning shows, hidden gems, more shows anyone could reasonably heap up with, and even following a summer anime season full of love and romance, we still have our dose of wholesome romances, like
I mean, I gotta agree, there are so many hidden gems, like orbs and so... Like Orb, the movement of the universe and so on, the romances too. Blue Box, like this one on the screen, is really good.
summer anime season full of love and romance, we still have our dose of wholesome romances like Blue Box and what's this? Wait, this is the complete opposite of wholesome. Who the hell would get invested
I gotta
in a love story
agree.
like
It's crazy. Yeah. Sydney! Stop! Don't! Don't!
あんこみたいにでかい声で叫びよってなんか死んじゃボケお前が死ね
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, I forgot to do the...
Don't you hate it when that happens? Doing what I do, maintaining a solid internet connection for me and my team, no matter where we are in the world, is essential. Which is why I am eager to introduce the sponsor of today's video, Saily. Saily is a new eSIM service app which provides a reliable internet connection wherever you travel. Honestly, I wish I knew about this app sooner because it's such a hassle to sort out travel sims and portable Wi-Fi whenever I go traveling around the world for me and my editors. Not to mention, one of my editors even lives in a remote place in Australia, so if one of the internet kangaroos go to sleep, no work is getting done.
Your editor is not Joey, right?
Over there. Saily can help solve all of these problems with the download of a single app compatible with most iOS or Android devices.
See, it's on the
One
screen,
SIM can keep you connected in over 160 different countries with an affordable global plan, and you'll never be stuck without data as you can top up at any time. As you can see, it's super simple and easy to use.
I mean, being without data is such a pain in the neck.
All you need to do is download the app, which you can do by scanning the QR code on screen, and you can just explore some plans here. Now, I travel to America quite a lot, so let's pick the United States.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you want to go into Japan, most of the European SIM services are not exactly forgiving, so yeah, it's quite a bit of a pain in the neck there, for example, my fellow weebs and weebnettes. So yeah.
And they have a bunch of plans here. There's 1 GB for 7 days, 3 GB
oh, that's
for 30
pricey.
days, or even more data if you need it. And I'm probably going to go for the, let's say, the 5 GB. And it's as simple as that. You can even click Got a Coupon to apply coupon code Gigguk for a 15% discount.
15
Whether you're
is
traveling
fine.
or have friends traveling with you, Saily is the way to go. Again, you can download the Saily app by scanning the QR code on screen or clicking that link in the description. And you can also use coupon code Gigguk at checkout for a 15% discount.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the link to this whole video in the description too, so yeah.
Well, okay, seems simple enough.
どこにしようか。そう固くならないで。時和くんとこれを楽しめるなんて嬉しいな。
Yeah, I didn't see this one.
笑って。
Ladies and gentlemen, they finally made it.
Yeah.
Canonically straight yaoi. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Is this for the usual fan base? Is this a hit up a whole new demographic? Or as my wife calls it, is this just yaoi for cowards? All I'm saying is, boys,
maybe.
Have you ever looked at your bro and thought, damn, I'm straight, but bro's looking good
Not really,
today.
but
now,
still.
If your bro still looks like a bro,
I haven't
acts
seen this
like
one,
a bro, talks
but
like a
I
bro,
do
but
plan
is
to
actually
watch
a
it.
girl dressed up as a bro. You ever thought how'd that make you feel? Yeah, me neither. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, sometimes it takes a real woman to be best boy. Summer only gave us a handful of high-profile sequels, but there's certainly not a lack of them this time. Bleach is once again continuing one of the biggest comebacks we've seen in anime. For the gamers, we have Shangri-La Frontier and Gun Gale Online 2. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 isekai returning, which of course includes the return of ReZero after a 4-year-long wait.
Best
It has
thing
been
in
a
the
hot
season.
minute since I
Gotta
last
agree.
saw this. I gotta check the patch notes quickly. Okay.
But I'm sad that we only got 16 episodes.
Not gonna lie, I tried watching the first episode of this one, then I realized it's been way too long, and so I'll probably need a refresher on season 2 first. Needless to say, this is the only time I can see weeb switching
But the
to dub
first
en masse
episode
to
that
prevent
was...
subtitles covering up Amelia.
But the first episode that was 1.5 hour... Oh man, that was peak. This was so great. Oh man. Now that I'm watching and that I am caught up, I'm so scared to see where the next checkpoint is, if it's still the same one or if it's gonna be moved up, because man, oh boy, I'm so scared. Goodness, ReZero is peak for me. The best thing this season. I mean, Bleach is fine and good for action, but yeah, I read the manga a long time ago, like 10 years ago when it finished, but still. Goodness! ReZero, peak.
Here's character development. Blue. Now, after becoming...
You mean PNG lock? Like I am on the screen? Oh, hello my fellow brother!
The top-selling manga of 2023, outselling the likes of Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, even goddamn One Piece. I can say the newest anime really is continuing that legacy, giving us the most faithful adaptation fans could ask for, by making you feel like you're reading a manga.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got to know it, just move. It's all I want to see some movement. I'm not...
I mean, you know what? After the 3rd episode or so, you know, after the Isagi did the thingy, and stole the ball, yeah, I've gone and read the whole 280 chapters in like 3 days. And I gotta agree, I've got so many times goosebumps. Yeah, this season the only thing that's animated is the ball, and it's not animated, it's CG, so I gotta say, yeah, what a shame that it wasn't animated the way it deserves to be.
There's a remake of Ranma, continuing the trend of resurrecting old classics to the modern day, and this is actually perfect for me, because I actually have never watched Ranma before, outside of just a few episodes I watched as a kid, and I barely have any memory of, aside from, was there boobs? We have our usual suspects in the fantasy category, of course we get to...
This one is pretty interesting. I mean, it's not perfect nor really good, but still, it's a fine watch of I'll Become Villainous. I mean, I do enjoy it. But I'm a Isekai Trashman and a Villainous Trashman, so yeah, this one is still a good watch.
Another Villainous anime, there's Sid from Eminence in Shadow.
This one, I do have it on hold, but I still did watch every episode till now, so I'm at episode 6. It's like Eminence in Shadow, but yeah, pretty much the same thing.
If he wasn't actually OP, except everyone still believed that he is. I think this is what there's Sid from Eminence in Shadow. If he wasn't actually OP, except everyone still believed that he is.
Did you hear that? That's literally the same thing I thought. Oh, this one is fine, but not totally great, but it's a good watch.
I think this is what Crunchyroll sees in the mind's eye when someone mentions High Guardian Spice. Guys, I know we like to look down on that trope of having your protagonist buy
this one
slaves,
I didn't
even though he's helping them out by letting the slaves join his party. I can understand how that can be a bit morally grey, so how about this protagonist? A guy...
I didn't watch this one, so let's hear it.
Who completely flips things on his head. See, he doesn't help slaves by buying them, he's helping out his party members by selling them into slavery.
What the fuck?
Wait, is that how it's supposed to work? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's all the new non-sequel isekai like usual? Is the era of isekai actually coming to an end?
I mean, I don't really remember a really good isekai of the season, except, the continuations like ReZero or maybe the Aristocrat one. Yeah, that one is pretty fine, except that the main character is a bit too naive, so it's more tailored for the younger audience. Yes, exactly. I mean, the Spirit Chronicles and Arifureta, the animation and everything is just so bad. I have a problem watching it, but I still do watch it.
What's this one about?
I read the whole manga of this one. It's pretty funny in the manga format, but the animation for this one deserves a bit more. Yeah, so as an anime only, if you go into this one, don't expect too much. Yeah.
Even Isekai is sick of Isekai. Alright, enough of this stuff. What's the actual new show this season?
Smells like milk. Kind of looks like milkshake.
Yeah.
Dan. Based on a manga from yet another one of Tatsuki Fujimoto's former assistants. Now,
agreed, but still, the opening is a banger, but I thought, you know that one part when he goes totally mellow? If the whole song was the mellow part, I would so dig it, the opening. I mean, overall, I do love Creepy Nuts and their format of how they do make music, because, for example, Mashal, the opening, bling bam bam bling bam bam bling bam bam bong was great, amazing and so on, but still, for this one, some parts I do really love about the opening, and some parts I really do hate about this opening. I was never as torn about an opening like this in the past.
Now, what the hell was this team that he had assembled? A team that has now given us the likes of Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Dan, and Spy Family.
Gotta agree.
Bro clearly was just on this team vibing in the corner. Something special must have been happening at that studio to pump out hit after hit after hit, and Dan looks like it's standing up with the best of them.
Yeah, this part
can sometimes feel like they're playing things by the book, following the tried and tested formula. So does Dan fit that mold? No. I don't even know how to describe the premise of the opening episode, but it plays.
Man, it was great. The first episode was really good. I mean, I do have some little tidbits about the animation, but this is a great peak. The environment is peak and so on. It's just the character animation. I thought they would maybe do it a bit else, but I gotta agree that now that I watched the few episodes, I do agree that it was a good decision to make it like it is, because the characters can be a bit more expressive. So yeah, I agree, it's great.
Plays out like a fever dream based on an Alex Jones monologue. Aliens, ghosts, psychic powers, spirit mediums, and then there's this old lady who sees a boy and goes,
yeah. Man, and the animation of the ghost aliens and whatsoever, it's so good. Man, it's so mind-blowing. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
This anime.
Wait. Like this. Come on, a bit back. Yes, here. So, I can't believe this just happened. I was minding my own business in the general list on the phone to someone, and out of nowhere, Turbo Granny showed up and made some very inappropriate comments about my dong. Not only that, but she then went on to actually steal my dong from me, and that's right, she actually took my dong away. I was going to let this go, but something has to be said about this before it happens to someone else. I do have proof, and this has to stop, Turbo Granny. Turbo Granny has gobbled her last dong. Cancel Turbo Granny from Ken. From Karen to 004. Oh man, this is great.
This anime is anything but by the book, which is why Science is not only the perfect studio to adapt it, but you get the
it was amazing.
Their dream project. This is the anime studio.
Yeah, and the animation. Yeah, because in the beginning, it felt like the characters, I mean, the face of her was like, blended in. But now, if you look at this, and then, for example, this animation,
adapt it, but you get the sense that
this was amazing, the movement.
Dream project.
This too.
This is the
This one! Every frame is wallpaper worldly. I mean, come on, look at this. This is amazing.
Anime studio equivalent of find someone who matches your freak. The animation is oozing with expression
just
and character
great.
through every single
Oh man,
frame
I
of
love this show.
Even by their normal standards.
I
and
prefer
they just keep
ReZero,
going
but yeah.
Every new episode.
Oh,
this
man.
is the show to be watching this season, and if the weirdness
I
doesn't
agree.
turn you off, you are in for one amazing ride to come.
I agree. If you haven't watched any anime prior, then Dan, is just a great way to start. I mean, it's not exactly friendly to those who don't know about fan service, but yeah, overall it's amazing.
We got another anime original. Let's see what this one's all about.
Oh, I want to watch this one, but I never had the time for it. But yeah, I know the premise. It's about a guy who has only a few years or months to live, and he gone somehow fishing. Something along these lines. So let's leave Gigguk to it.
Holy shit, did he just try to...
Yeah.
Damn. He does not look like he's in a good place. And the doctors just gave him 2 years to live?
Yeah,
what
I agree.
a way to start the episode. So, this is the story about a man with a terminal illness, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
When I
The
imagine
shape-up.
watching a cozy fishing anime, I don't normally associate it with a guy failing neck pull-ups, getting cancer, drowning in crippling debt, and getting scammed by the crypto market. Bro can apparently catch anything except a break. But this one's been interesting. For a series with such heavy topics, the vibes have been on point. It kind of reminds me of Welcome to the NHK with a fishing twist, and I'm intrigued to see where the series goes.
どうせもう長くは生きていないんで。人がそんな簡単に死んでたまるかよ。
Yeah, that's true.
Did he just call terminal illness as a skill issue?
Oh, this one.
Hey, go on, come get your man. Hey, this is my man. Come get your man. Stop saying it's my man. Bro, come get your man. Why does everyone keep telling me that this is my man? Somehow this managed to be regression, incest, and NTR all in one.
I mean, this is reminiscent of the 7th Loop anime, but still, here it has some pretty good plot points, but still, it has a lot of PNG moments.
Going back in time to avoid marrying a guy who secretly wants to bang his sister.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
that's the beauty
gone
of the regression genre. You
extravaganza.
can go back to being a 15-year-old to redo your life choices.
12-year-old, not 15. In this moment, she is, I don't know why, 12.
Let's see who the next man in line is.
私はその年齢的に
Yeah.
理想的だ。
I mean, if you don't know the reason behind it, it's crazy, but yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna read that. Okay, so, my experience with Hades Teos Rave. I can't believe this just happened. I was just minding my own business, trying to get away from the Siscon weirdo I was engaged to, and then out of nowhere Hades shows up and proposes to me instead. Not only that, but apparently he still seems to think that my being 10 years old is ideal to him. The dude is 19, and that would be far too old for me. When I was 16, back before I died the first time, but now, actual predator, this has to stop. Cancel Hades Theorap.
Sometimes people can really stretch.
I mean, wait a second. Still, if you know about the story and the story behind the background of the two nations, but still the setting could have been made in a more, mature setting. Like, he could be like 20 and she could be like 18? Or, okay, good. Let's roll with 17. On the border of 18, and that she has like 2 months for it. Okay. That would be borderline passing, because in my country 18 is the age of an adult. Okay, but romance, romance is always, age is just a number and whatever, but man, this, I cannot really defend this one. Yep, I agree.
Sometimes people can really stretch
this peak.
the definition of a hidden gem, but I've seen almost no talk about this show that has piqued my interest like few other anime have.
Orb. Man, this is such a great show. I even recommended it to my brother, but of course he don't watch anime, so I'm sad. But still, this one is really good. One of the best shows this season. If I would count the shows I am most excited for, and I would look them up, it would probably be Dan, Bleach not even, so ReZero and Orb. Those 3 are for me the peak of the peak of the peak. After that I do have something like Shangri-La Frontier, Bleach, and the Blue Box, and yada yada yada. But still, this one, top 3 of the season for me. No question asked.
Orb on the movements of the Earth. It's 15th century Poland, a time when you can get arrested, tortured, burned at the stake simply for researching any heretical beliefs that go against the common sense teaching everyone already knows.
Yeah, the church in the Middle Ages? Oh.
God created Earth and thus put it at the center of the universe. Enter Raphael, a genius, logical kid who just wants an easy life with a curious hobby in astronomy. He's going to study theology for an easy life path to further appreciate the teachings of God, until by chance he meets a convicted heretic who blackmails him and gives him something so awful, so dangerous it could get him killed.
Oh man, the premise is so good. I mean, if you just listen to this one and are not hooked, then I don't know what you're doing.
An idea. What if the Earth wasn't the center of the universe?
Man, and the sky here. Look at the sky. Look. And you don't want to watch this? This is just amazing. Why don't you watch this? Why don't you talk about this? This is just amazing.
Stars didn't revolve around the world, but instead the Earth revolved around the sun.
Exactly.
A stupid, nonsensical idea that Raphael immediately dismisses as he goes home confident that he can disprove that idea in a single night. But as he starts thinking, as he starts entertaining the thoughts, mapping out the models, doing everything he can to dismiss the theory only to find himself falling deeper into it, he realizes something terrifying.
Something really, really terrifying.
Shit. What if this idea is actually right? It's rare nowadays that I see a concept I have never seen before, but this one fit the bill perfectly. A series about dropping the biggest twist on Earth lore in human history while having to keep it secret from the church to avoid death? Sign me the hell up. This is
amazing. I'm getting even goosebumps from listening to Gigguk about this show. Oh man!
Human history while having to keep it secret from the church to avoid death? Sign me the hell up. This is Nicholas Copernicus' Vinland Saga Star with some genuinely fantastic storytelling and characters. Outside of Dan, this has been the new show I've been excited about the most. Take my advice.
I gotta agree.
Go in blind and give this the 3-episode rule and you won't be disappointed. We got yet another I can fix him quirky romance story.
Yeah, the
Yakuza
fiancé.
Arranged marriage with a downright psychopath of a man that could only ever lead to the most toxic relationship of all time.
You know, when the first episode ends with... I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but she did something so crazy because he's even crazier. Oh man, this is just crazy. But I do am a little bit sad that the animation isn't as fluid as it could be. So yeah, I mean, it's always a money issue, which is a bit of a shame.
You don't need to be a genius to see that this is just a bad idea. If you ask him what item
agree.
best describes
Here's
him,
bad
it'd
news.
probably be this. I mean, just look at him.
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
ask, girls, is this the kind of man you really want? Do you really think he can be fixed? I just think that...
Give me that.
Sydney, I'm Hey, get Sydney!
I am hijacking this video to give you a public service announcement. Ladies, are you tired of the same old boring anime nice guy love interest?
Yeah, I hated that show. This show, Hananoi-kun. Oh man, I really hated that. I don't know why.
Don't you want a fictional man with a little bit of spice to him?
Little bit of spice? Lady, you are not listening to yourself.
A man who's so infatuated with you, so obsessed with you, that he will protect you, keep you safe, even kill for you! In a
If he wasn't planning to kill you first.
fictional setting. Sure, he might be a little mentally unstable. Sure, he might break a few laws. But he will worship you like the goddess you are! Like the goddess you deserve to be! Take your boring vanilla protagonist.
Wait. This show actually was really good. Wait, how was it called? I even made a video about it. Oh man, I totally forgotten. Something about listening. Wait a second. I'm gonna find it like right away. Because I did make a video upon it. So, how is it called? Yeah, Yubisaki Run, A Sign of Affection. It's an amazing show. It's a really good one. So yeah, you can watch this one. Actually, about sign language and so on, this one is really good.
Keep your majestic Prince Charmings.
This one I know about, but I totally forgotten the title.
Why do we keep ignoring the undeniable fact that a little bit of crazy is just that little bit hot? Again, in a fictional setting. So,
Little bit of crazy,
I
lady.
say to you, we don't want to fix him. We don't want him to be fixed. I hereby declare, I proudly let him ruin my life.
What the fuck, lady? What you're on about?
I apologize about that, guys. I
Yeah.
assure you, we only promote healthy relationships in this household. Okay, let's just move on. What do we got next? More Danmachi. All right, let's see what we...
This season is actually crazy, but I don't know if in a good sense or a bad sense.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Gentlemen, are you tired of the same old boring anime nice girl love interest? Mecha Ude. The story behind this production is all...
I mean, Mecha, how do I say it? It feels like you are watching really good fan animation, but somehow it's 20 minutes long every episode. Yeah, that's about sums it up. The story is fine, but somehow some parts of it feel disconnected. Okay, that's my take. Let's watch what Gigguk has to say.
Almost as interesting as the story of the show itself. The brainchild of Sai Okamoto, a young, ambitious animator who had a dream of directing her own anime. She put together a team and a Kickstarter, raising $65,000 to fund a pilot, which after years of delays and struggles, her and her newly formed studio Trife managed to complete it. But
yeah, it started, but sometimes the characters feels out of place from the environment. Like, yeah, there is missing a little bit of shading on the hair at some characters, like the green-haired one. Sometimes he does feel like he's out of place. But overall, even the main character getting somehow OP out of nowhere feels a little bit out of place. I mean, yeah, there is some build-up missing, but overall I do enjoy it, but it's not great. It's a fine show.
years of delays and struggles, her and her newly formed studio Trife managed to complete it, but the dream didn't end there. That was clearly just a stepping stone to a much grander vision, which they announced last year to confirm that a full anime series was in production. And now
Yeah, but I do gotta agree, the action seems a bit weird, but that's because every frame was perfectly animated. That means that normally they would make the lines wonky, so you have the fluid motion. But here they animated everything exactly as it is. That's why it feels so out of place, because we are not used to that. You know?
Now, 8 years after the original Kickstarter, this is what they have to show for it.
Look at this. Yeah. You see, it's a little bit out of place. But still, this was amazing.
One quick look, and you can immediately tell what the influences are. Glorious, over-the-top action, wearable limbs that are also
it
sentient.
Feels like a Trigger show.
Soundtrack. If
Yes.
I didn't know any better.
And someone else, how do I say, Protege, making the music. That's epic too.
I would have thought this was an offshoot team from Studio Trigger,
Yeah,
but that
exactly.
doesn't stop it from standing out from 90% of the other anime you usually see. It's a loud, in-your-face, bombastic action show that wears its influence on its sleeve, fueled by the passion of the people behind it. This project is clearly a dream come true for the creators involved, and while the plotline might not be something we haven't seen before, I am sincerely hoping they are able to pull off something special, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this. Hey, a harem anime where a guy moves into a shrine and has...
Yeah, I didn't see this one, and I don't really plan to watch this one, but let's see what Gigguk has to say.
Pick one of 3 lovely shrine maiden sisters to marry. I think I've seen this exact plotline like 5 times before. One of them was Temperu, and the other 4 were definitely hentai. This feels like an anime that jumped straight out of the mid-2000s. The first 10 minutes was a goddamn speedrun of every cliche harem anime trope you could think of. This could be a nice comfort show, but it's gonna need to do something a bit different to really hook me. Editor, can you rewind back just a bit? And again. That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Agreed.
Another show revolving around getting married?
This one I have 2 on plan to watch. So yeah, I wanted to watch this one, but I haven't had the time because I need to cut wood.
Is anime trying to tell me something?
Hey!
結婚するって言って指輪をはめてただそれだけだよ。結婚ってそんなにすごいことなのか。
Here we have 2.
Why do they look so sad and crazy?
Co-workers who decide to stage an entire fake marriage, lying to their co-workers, lying to their parents, going through an entire season-long Kaguya-style plan, all because they're afraid of being transferred to Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh.
Shout out to the 10 anime fans in Anchorage catching strays.
Yeah, I mean, I would do the same if I should have gone somewhere in the fuck away. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just happy to see more romance anime with adult characters. This is the type of setting we need more of. Not yet another high school romance with socially awkward teenagers. This time we got 2 socially awkward adults so adverse to social interactions, they'd rather fake a relationship.
They just pass through next to each other for the 3rd time.
Relationship than just tell their boss they don't want to move to Alaska.
Yeah.
So, you know, way more mature. Alright, an all-new original Dragon Ball that was the very last thing Akira Toriyama was working on before he... Hold on a second. Sorry about that, I had to shut my window. I could hear the entire continent of South America from here. Seeing Toei splice in highlights of the...
Yeah, because it's so popular there, and I do agree that the Daima is looking really good. And the pacing feels good too. The fighting choreographies were amazing, so I just gotta say this seems like it's a solid show that's continuing right after the Majin Buu saga. So yeah, let's go right into it.
The Buu arc with modern animation, I get the feeling it's only a matter of time before they decide to do a modern remake. But this time, the entire cast have been turned into kids in what looks like a new adventure with OG Dragon Ball vibes.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie though, Goku being a kid isn't gonna stop his fans from saying, well, you know, he's still strong, he can still beat All Might, he can still beat Gojo.
No.
Well, Dragon Ball fans, maybe, but can he beat this?
Ah, Blue Box, this one is really good. Romance-wise and sport-wise, yeah, I agree, this one is really good.
But can he beat this?
Agreed. Man, this one is so good.
猪俣くん、どうしたの？
Yeah.
Ah, woman basketball.
And yeah, the subtitles, she said his last name, but down there, I don't know why it said Ike. Oh man, the people with the subs. Oh man. Oh yes, that's from the 2.5, the girlfriend. Yeah, that started to air last season.
A jam-packed, all-you-can-eat buffet of
Oh, the Too Many Losing Heroines?
great romance.
Yeah, the one with the Gigguk, yes.
Anime to pick from, and
Alia-san hides her feelings in Russian.
this season's heavy hitter seems to be this.
Yeah, this
Blue
one.
Box. I know I said earlier I was looking for a romance outside of a school setting, but I might just have to make an exception for this one.
Man, Joey in the back.
Because
Talking.
this was a full-on insulin shot straight into my veins.
Yeah,
Not
I
only does
agree.
it clearly have high production values, especially
I mean, the animation is amazing. One of the best animations for the whole season is this one. Plus ReZero and Bleach and Dun, but everything else feels like a little bit short of it. Here, everything is animated, from the balls, from the courts, from the basketballs. Everything. Even the movement. Oh, even the faces. In the distance. This is great. I love it.
among the other blue anime, but it also really looks like they are not
I mean, frame lock, still lock, or whatever you call it. Blue lock. Man, if you compare this and that, I feel so sorry for the Blue Lock fan base.
shying away from the sports aspect of this show either. You've got your tournament arcs, Promise Go to Nationals, an adorable romance brewing between two characters dedicated to their
No, stop that.
sports. This looks like a real 50-50 split between a sports anime and a romance drama. Manga readers have talked this one up, so I'm expecting a lot of good things, and I'm interested to see how they end up tying the romance to them hitting their goals.
I mean, come on, this one is really good. Wait, we haven't had the Gigguk doing the Gen Z rant, so it should be somewhere up here. Yeah.
あれ、もう行くの？春休みなのに早いね。
There's a show called Kimi wa Mero-sama, or the official English name, You Are Miss Servant.
What the fuck? Why this? Why Miss Servant? Oh man, this is such a bad title. Even just saying my maid would be a lot better than Kimi. Or you are my maid. Or you are maid. You are a maid. You are Miss Servant. What the fuck?
Great name, because as someone who knows a little bit of Japanese, I can confirm it's pretty hard to find an accurate translation of the word
I agree,
middle.
but maid.
Can't think of any word at all. This is basically Violet Evergarden meets that crazy maid from Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
It's cute, but also she's a kudera.
She's a kudera, assassin, woo. You're good to see.
I don't think I'm going to be able to connect with her that much.
Yeah.
味の良し悪しの判別なんてつきはしない。
On second thought, she might fit right into trash taste. For anyone looking for a magical girl anime, we got Acro Trip, aka PG-13, gushing over magical girls.
I haven't watched this one, and I'm still torn if I should or shouldn't watch this one. But PG-13 Magical Girls? Maybe I will watch it.
But the one I got my eye on is Magi Lumiere.
Yeah, I watched this one, and this one I do feel like it's really good. I like this one, actually.
For a satirical, grounded take of magical girls, where
yeah, and it feels like it could even work. Yeah, I mean, the magic system and everything feels really quite to ground or really realistic.
I got my eye on is Magie Lumiere, for a satirical, grounded take of magical girls where they fight the biggest evil of all, corporate management. Maybe a magical girl anime with fantasy elements, but I don't think we're going to get a more true-to-life representation of the job hiring process in the modern day.
Mao 2099. Yeah, this one is fun, but yeah.
Modern day.
I've got no money!
I stand corrected. This one was surprisingly enjoyable. You've got an all-powerful demon lord with unmatched potential, a mastery of deadly magic, is able to bend the entire world to his will. He gets resurrected 500 years later into a cyberpunk world where his legacy is forgotten, his followers have moved on, and technology has rendered his all-powerful magic completely useless.
Not only that, but most of his followers, the immortal ones, are either lost or dead, and he's weakened because no one is following him. Because he got his power from the faith of the people inside of the world onto him. I mean, he had some base powers, but he got stronger because of the power of faith. So you could say the power of friendship, or cult leader, demon lord. Okay, let's hear what Gigguk has more to say.
His followers have moved on, and technology has rendered his all-powerful magic completely useless. Motherfucker just got the true Zoltrak experience. It's a mishmash of such a wide variety of tropes, genres, and settings, and somehow it works. You're seeing Anos Voldigode getting humbled and being forced to survive in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, where the
But the funniest thing is that... Not the funniest, but the best thing about this show is that he... How do I say it? His outlook onto this whole situation is that he sees that he's gone into the future and that he has to adapt to the situation he's in. So he's not an arrogant prick, but he's learning to just adapt, to look for a job because he has no money. So yeah. He just needs to do the basic things that everyone has to do. So yeah, he is to ground.
Anos Voldigode getting humbled and being forced to survive in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, where the show asks, what can even a demon lord do when he has no job prospects, no qualifications, no experience to speak of, and no practical skills that would be useful at all? He becomes a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, exactly.
This is getting a bit too real. The corporate experience doesn't end there, though, as we have an anime about an unlikely duo rising up to become the world's first trillionaires. Their secret? Spend all their early investments on stupidly expensive office chairs like this. Like, okay, I'm not looking for the most realistic story in the world, but how's that gonna help?
Yeah, he's on one too.
These guys are going to be trillionaires, I tell you. They know exactly what they're doing. This is 100% based on reality. Like how a lot of the internet reacted to this. When you hear a title like
I heard about this one. This one is really, how do I say, heartbreaking. Yes, the husband's wife passed away, and then after a few years, she reincarnated right away, but she wanted to see how her husband is doing, and she's seen that her husband and daughter or kid is not doing too well, so she just took it to her hands and tried to straighten up the things with her, previous family.
My wife became an elementary school student. You're probably going to be like, damn. They're letting Drake fund anime now? But anyone who actually watches this will realize this is a ridiculous title that misrepresents the type of show that this is.
I agree.
10 years on, after a man lost his wife to illness, he and his daughter have never gotten over it. A shadow of the people they used to be, nothing has truly filled that hole that their wife and mother had left when she passed away. Until one day, when she shows up at the door as a reincarnated 10-year-old kid. Except... no. The family gets a second chance to spend precious time together. The father rediscovers his purpose. The daughter gets her motherly role model back that she was missing. But as the episodes play out, you feel this melancholic atmosphere. We're all armed with the knowledge that these happy times can't last forever. Eventually, they're going to have to face the reality of the situation, and you'll...
Yeah, that she, even true, is not actually dead, but yeah, she died and she has a new life, so yeah, they need to move on.
Sitting there, prepping your heart for when that ball's finally going to drop. It's a story about coping with the loss of a loved one and...
True. I mean, they're still lucky they can meet their quote-unquote mother. Still, even though she already died once, but we are not so much in luck. So yeah, this is a heartbreaking story.
How to move on from that. And while the title is bait as hell, it's could have been worse. I mean, what if it was this exact title except, oh no.
Yeah, that one would be really bad.
Uzumaki.
What? Oh, it's only 4 episodes. I still haven't seen that. First episode was presumably really great, and the second, third, and fourth, the quality just going down the drain. That's what I heard. I still need to watch this.
Junji Ito is one of the most influential mangakas in the horror world, producing some of the most unnerving, terrifying...
I read a lot of his manga, and it's really great, but the thing is, it doesn't really translate so well into the anime format.
Stories you can find in the medium. True works of art that deserve an anime that give them justice. But time after time after time again, people have attempted to adapt his work, and every single time without fail, it has resulted in an anime that was really more cursed than the stories it was adapting. That is, until 5 years ago, a trailer was released on what is arguably his magnum opus, Uzumaki. And the most terrifying thing about this was, unthinkably, it actually looked good. This was it. The last chance. If this didn't work, there was no hope in hell a good adaptation could ever be done.
Exactly, this is really similar to Berserk.
Then, radio silence for 5 whole years.
Yep.
Until today, when I'm proud to say they finally did it. They actually did it, boys. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's unnerving. It's everything a Junji Ito adaptation should be. They did it. They really did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate everything.
Yeah. And this thing is... yeah, because the block animation... there are so many production issues back there. It was even said that they had a lot of the frames animated, but the thing is they haven't finished them, so they just scrapped them. That's what I heard. What the heck?
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month to Author Curtis Eckstein, Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerate, Flabberwocky, Jonathan, Mike 808, Misako12315, Payne Patchett, Pony Stark, Shouting Zombie, Walter Geist VT,
quite a lot
of
them.
My Patreon for helping to support me for this month and making this video possible.
Yeah, thanks for this
is the last season of the year for anime, and it looks like it's just about time for me to start thinking about what's the best anime of this year is. So I'm going to be busy for the next 2 months or so, watching pretty much everything that I missed from the previous year. Yep. It's going to be a busy month. It has been a good year for anime, but it remains to be seen whether it can stand up to the last 2 years of anime, because I think looking back made me realize, damn, we have been spoiled as hell in the last few years.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, though, that's it from me for today.
Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Next time.
Oshinoko Season 2. Man, there are so many great things that came out. I mean, don't forget to press a like and comment something if you want. I'm gonna link this video to you all then in the description. So yeah, press like, subscribe, comment something, and that should do it for my reaction. Come on, wait, it's already 50 minutes. Oh man, but still. Yeah, there are so many great shows this season, and so many bad ones too. Wait, I do want to check on my anime list. Let's see, anime, seasonal anime, and let's see. Okay, I haven't watched this season. I did watch one episode because the One Piece remake. But as you can see, I haven't seen this one. nor the second season of Rurouni Kenshin. Oh yeah, he forgotten MF Ghost, the second season, which is really good actually. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Low Life and the second season of this one I haven't seen. Yeah, I still need to watch this one. Yeah, I haven't seen Blue Exorcist, as I said. Second part of Tower of God, I still am not caught up. I do have it on hold, as you can see. I do watch it still. Yeah, I need to watch The Angler. I do enjoy the second season of Oitombo. Yeah, and I need to watch this one too. The second part of Hanano-kun. Yeah, so yeah, overall there are still a lot of shows that I need to watch, and a lot of I did watch. Yeah, some I dropped, some I didn't. Overall, I still do enjoy it. Oh yeah, this one is quite wholesome, about the mushroom dog. This party, the healer is the strongest or whatever. It's weird, but yeah, Uzumaki's here. Yeah, overall this is it, I guess. I'm not gonna go deeper, but yeah, Shangri-La. Oh yeah, Fairy Tail, I'm still watching, is great. One Piece is good, but it's on a hiatus. This one I dropped, so I gotta say it was pretty good. No, it was good. I mean, or pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's good overall. But I do say I dropped it because there were just too many shows to watch. And this one, I mean, it's the episodes. There are still 10 episodes out. We wait for the last 2 of them, and it still didn't go out, so it's crazy. This one I did drop, but I did enjoy the first season, but the second season was a bit sad. That's for the continuation. Shinkalian I dropped, but I do agree that it was a fine watch, and I watched 17 episodes till the conclusion, more or less, of the disappearance of his sister. Overall, the opening song was really good, I gotta say. Okay, those are a continuation, and Owas Onas I am not looking at, so yeah, that should do it for today's seasonal Gigguk anime of the fall 2024. Good, thanks for watching, and we are gonna see us in the next one. So everyone stay healthy, and bye bye.